Hey everyone, this is Angel with Tech Tutelage, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to install Node.js. I will be doing this on my Mac, but you can follow these exact same instructions and do it on the Linux as well. Now to make it easy, I will be using a tool called NVM Node Version Manager. With the Node Version Manager, the process of installing Node.js and switching between the different versions is very easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run the following command, which will go ahead and it will download the latest installer script from NVM's repository. So I'm going to go ahead here and click enter. And once it downloads the file, it will clone the repo into this NVM directory in your home directory. So in my case is users admin.nvm. Now, once that's downloaded, the next thing it's going to try to do is going to go ahead and put these lines here into your bashrc file or bash profile if you're on a Mac, or I guess if you're using a different shell like ZSH, it will go ahead and put it into this file. Now, as you can see, in my case, it threw an error. That's because I don't have any of these files, and that's not a big deal. And it's actually nice that it happens so you could see what to do in case that happens to you. Most of you probably won't see that because you already have one of these files in your system, but in my case, I didn't have one, and that's why I'm seeing the error. And so to resolve this, all you need to do is create one of these files. Since I'm on a Mac and I'm running in a bash shell, just to confirm that, what you can do is you can run echo $0. And as you can see, I'm running bash. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to create this file here, bash profile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say nano, and then I'm going to go ahead and paste the name of the file with the path to my home directory. And then the other thing that I want to grab is go ahead here and I'm going to get these two lines. Now, if I had this file originally, these two lines were going to add automatically into my file. But in my case, since I didn't have that file, I'm going to have to put it manually. So I'm going to go ahead and create this file and I'm going to paste these two lines in here. Oh, my copy didn't work. I'm going to go back here. I don't have to save that. So I'm going to go ahead again, copy these two lines, and then I'm going to open this file again and Command V. There we go, I got them in. And I'm going to go ahead and close and save the file. Now, once you have that done, all you have to do is source your file. And once we have the file sourced, I'm going to go ahead and clean my screen. We can run NVM. And I can do -v, and you can see that we have the latest version of NVM installed on our system. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check to make sure that we don't have Node yet in our system. So I'm going to say node-v, and as you can see, we don't have, oops, I misspelled it. So I'm going to say node-v, and as you can see, we don't have Node in our system. And to install Node, all we have to do is run NVM install, and you can just say Node, and that will go ahead and install the latest version of Node on your system. And now if I go ahead and run node-v, and as you can see, I have Node.js version 19.4 installed in my system. Now, running NVM install Node will automatically install the latest version of Node. But what if you need a different version? The first thing you may want to do is go ahead and run NVM ls-remote. And this will list all the available versions here. As you can see, there's plenty of versions here you can choose from. We got the latest one. Now, the best practices recommend to use the latest long-term support version. To install the latest long-term support version, all you have to do is run nvm install --lts. I'm gonna run this, and that will install the latest long-term support version, which is 18.13 as of the recording of this video. And it will also switch my shell to that version. And as you can see, currently I'm using the Node version 18.13. And if I run node-v, that will confirm that same thing. And what you can also do is if you want to do a specific version, all you have to do is do nvm install and just put the number of the version that you want to do. Just give it a try. I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to grab this version here and I'm going to go ahead and paste it. And if I run that, now I'm going to get to version 16.9. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean my screen so we can see a little bit better. And the next thing I'm going to show you is how to see what versions you currently have installed and what version currently you're running on. Now all you have to do to see that is run nvm, and here we're going to do ls And that will give us the list of all the versions that we have installed. The current version that we are using in our case is 16, and the default version. So the default version in our case will be 19. Now, to switch between different versions, all I have to do is run nvm use and just give it the number of the version. So as you can see now, I'm running on 16. Let's say we want to switch to 19. So all you have to do is type 19, and I will go ahead and switch it for you. Now, if I say node-v, and you can see I'm running on version 19 right now. Now, one thing that you may want to pay attention here is where it says default, this is the version of Node that you will start when you open your terminal. So, like for example, if I go here and I change this to 18, oops, one extra one there. So I'm gonna run this, and if I run node-v, you can see that I'm on version 18.13. But if I go ahead and close my terminal here, and I'm going to go ahead and reopen it, and here I'm going to go ahead and run node-v again, and you can see that it switched me back to version 19.4. And that's because that's my default version. Now, to change the default version, all you have to do is run nvm alias default and give it the number of the default version that you want it to be. So in my case, I want to go and have my default version to be the latest long-term support version. So it's 18.13. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it and paste it here. And then if you run this, that will switch your default. So now if I run nvm ls, I'm going to see that my default version now is set to 18.13. Now, the next thing I want to show you is just to make sure that your Node.js is on your system and it's working, is we're just going to create a quick app here, and we're just going to run it just to make sure that it's actually working. So to do that, I'm going to create a directory. So I'm going to say make dir, and I'm going to call it my app. And then I'm going to go into that directory. So I'm going to say cd my app. And once I'm in that directory, I'm going to create a new file here. So I'm going to say nano myapp.js. And here I'm just going to quickly paste a little snippet here that will just do a hello world app for us. So I'm just going to paste it in here. There you go. So it's going to listen on port 80. And all it's going to do is display hello world. So I'm going to go ahead and close that and save it. And then to start it, all you have to do is run node myapp.js. And now you can see that we started a server that is running on port 8080. So I'm going to go ahead here and open my browser, and I'm just going to go and say localhost, and I'm going to go to port 8080. And as you can see, I'm getting this hello world. So you can see that we now have Node.js running on our system, and it's serving an app on port 8080. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked it, please click on the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe for my channel. Thank you for watching.